All right, guys. I know it's a little late. It's Tuesday. The game ended Friday. It's a little late, but your boy's been busy. Your boy's been playing video games. I just moved out of college last week, finished up my first year. Pretty stressful, but that doesn't matter, bro. We are talking about Game 6 today because tomorrow is Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. And the Knicks are playing in it because they put belt to ass on the Boston Celtics, bro. All right, so Wednesday, right? I thought I was hoping the Knicks would finish it off in Boston because for some reason they don't play that well at MSG. So I didn't have faith that they could finish the series in 6. So, and when I watched Game 5 and like they were up, right? The game was tied at halftime, right? And then like they just choked the second half away, and Boston put belt to fucking ass, even though they didn't have Tatum. And I just lost a lot of hope. I was just like, it's like, no, why would you do that, bro? Fuck, man, fuck. Now the series is going back to MSG, where we won't win, and now we gotta face them in a Game 7, bro. And you do not want to face that Celtics team in a Game 7, bro. Fuck that shit, especially in TD Garden. Fuck that. All right. Anyways, but that didn't fucking happen because Game 6, the Knicks came out to fucking play, bro. First quarter was a little close, 26-20, not too bad, but man, come that second quarter, that shit was over. That game was over at fucking halftime. I forgot the fucking score. I think it was like 64-37 at halftime, bro. That shit was fucking over. The lead was as high as 41 points for the Knicks. And I'm just sitting here like, wow, that you never fucking see that. And like Jalen Brown fucking fouled out in the third quarter, bro. I bet that motherfucker was already packing his bags to Cancun. It's actually fucking crazy. Like the Celtics looked like they gave up. And like, to be honest, Game 6 is what games 1 and 2 should have been if the Knicks actually played well in games 1 and 2. Celtics played poorly and Knicks played poorly. In Game 6, the Knicks played, I won't say they played great. Like if you look at the numbers, like 46% field goal percentage, which is good, and 36% 3 point percentage. So like they didn't like shoot ridiculous. Like it's not like they were shooting 60% from three, but like they shot well enough. And like everyone was saying, oh, the Knicks were playing their best basketball in games 1 and 2, and they still only barely beat the Celtics, who were playing their worst basketball. And that shit just got put to rest following Game 6. Knicks were actually playing decent basketball in Game 6. Celtics were playing shitty basketball, and you saw the result. A fucking 38-point blowout. I don't remember the exact score. I think it was 119-81, but like fucking crazy, man. I thought the Celtics blew us out in Games 5 and Games 3 and 5, but not Game 6. That shit was fucking different. Like you had the fucking bench playing, and like they were actually playing well. Fucking Mitchell Robinson, great defense. Everyone was playing well. That is what we need to fucking see coming out of this Knicks team. We just dethroned the defending champions in a series that most people thought we would lose in 5 games or be swept by the Celtics. We won in 6. And now the Knicks are going to their first Eastern Conference Finals since 2000. Now, don't take the fucking Indiana Pacers for granted. They are a good team. I mean, to be fair to the Cavs, they were a little rough. They were a little like kind of roughed up the first 2 games of the series, but it doesn't matter. Like Pacers are a good team and they finished the job in 5, even though the Cavs were healthy for what 3 games. So yeah, so I don't underestimate the Pacers, but I think the Knicks are gonna be the Pacers. Obviously, I'm biased as a Knicks fan, but like I think the Knicks they want them more. Simply like um, the Pacers are a great team, but we took them to 7 last year despite an injury to Brunson and OG. So like, and we have Carl Anthony Towns, and we also have Mikal Bridges now. So the Knicks are a better team, but the Pacers are also a better team this year. So like, it kind of balances out. But like, I do think that it's going to be 6 games. Knicks, they gotta. I mean, if I were the Knicks, what I would try to do is you got to go up 2-0 at MSG, 100%. You can't allow the Pacers to take home court. So you got to win the first 2 games at MSG because the next 2 have home field advantage. So that you go up 2-0 at MSG, you split a pair at Indiana. So going back to MSG for Game 5, it would be what, 3-1? Yeah, it would be 3-1. And then maybe I hope that you can win Game 5, but let's say they don't because Game 5s and Knicks don't really go well together. But like, let's say the Pacers win Game 5, you go back to Indiana for Game 6, you win that shit in 6 games, hopefully 5 games. If you can sweep them, that would be amazing. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna give the Pacers two wins. Tyrese Halliburton's a great player. Pascal Siakam's a great player. That's a good team. Don't underestimate them. Like both the Knicks and the Celtics. I'm sorry, both the Knicks and the Pacers are a good team. Like they upset the 1 and 2 seeds respectfully, but I will say the Knicks upset was a little more impressive simply because the Cavs did kind of blow the first 2 games because they were injured, while the Celtics, I mean, they were injured, but their stars were playing. They just did not play good games. So, and the Celtics are the defending champions and have a shit ton of playoff experience, while the Cavs are kind of regular season merchants. So, yeah, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals is tomorrow. I'm excited. I really hope the Knicks win. You got to send a statement, man. Because think about it, this is our year to win it all. Like, holy shit. First ECF appearance since the year 2000. I was fucking -6 years old the last time the Knicks made an ECF. This is the fucking year to win it all. But we will need a little help, okay? Minnesota versus OKC, Game 1 tonight. I think the Knicks can beat both of these teams, but obviously I would prefer to go up against the Timberwolves compared to a 68 win team in OKC. I mean, like, the Nuggets took them to 7, and they didn't even have a coach, mind you. So, but the Nuggets, they got the best player in the world in Nikola Jokic. So, like, make of that what you will. So, we'll see how Ant-Man fends off. I hope that the Wolves win the Western Conference Finals. A Wolves-Knicks Finals would be extreme entertainment. I don't think OKC versus Knicks or OKC versus Pacers would be that good because I think OKC would just mop the floor with us, unfortunately. Like, I hope that the Knicks can beat OKC, but I don't know if that's possible. Again, I didn't think we could beat the Celtics. So, you don't know. But Wolves-Knicks would be extremely entertaining. That's like a 50-50. That's a fucking coin flip right there. I'm hoping that the Minnesota Timberwolves get the job done. I mean, come on, Ant. Like, you made it to the Western Conference Finals in back-to-back years, bro. Like, you gotta want this, bro. But then again, OKC, they've also made it to Western Conference Finals for the first time since, like, what, 2015 maybe? I'm not sure. So, SGA, MVP. Most likely he's going to be the MVP. He's got to want this. So, these are going to be some pretty damn good conference finals. I'm happy that the Cavs and the Celtics got. I mean, a Cavs-Celtics CCF would have been good, but, like, if it was Cavs versus Knicks or like Celtics versus Pacers, I don't think it would be as good. So I'm glad that they both got eliminated because now we got Knicks versus Pacers, which is gonna be good. You got Thunder versus Minnesota, which is gonna be good. But like, I mean, I feel like if it was Nuggets versus Timberwolves, I feel like it wouldn't be as good because like the Timberwolves have the Nuggets number. Like they swept them in the regular season, and they took them to 7 in the playoffs last year, mind you. They went up 2-0. Then the Nuggets won 3 games, but then they blew out the Nuggets in Game 6, forced a Game 7, and then they came back from 20 to win Game 7. So like I'm hoping that it's gonna be good. Just give me my Wolves Knicks finals, bro. Knicks in 6. If it's the Wolves versus Knicks. If it's OKC, God, I really don't want it to be OKC. I might have to say OKC in 5, but if the Knicks play like how they played against the Celtics, like who knows? All right. That's all I gotta say. I'm really excited for tomorrow. Knicks in 6, baby. Knicks in 6 in the Eastern Conference Finals. Knicks in 6 in the NBA Finals, and then the Knicks win their first title since 1973, bro. How old was I? Like -33? Yeah, I was -33 when they won. The last time the Knicks won a fucking title, and my dad was fucking 1 years old, bro. Like, not one. Well, he was a 1-year-old, bro. Fucking crazy. All right, that's about all. Peace out.